Yo, 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 mic check 1 2 1 2. What is up, everybody? This lighting in here is so harsh. I'm in my workroom, you guys. I'll show you a little bit, not too much. I'm making my cleansing baths right now. I'm about to in a little bit. It's the love bath. I already made that on a Friday. So it's Thursday. I'm going to do my crown of success and my prosperity. So get ready to do that. My workroom is set up perfectly. Well, not perfect, but almost perfect. When it's perfect, I'll show you around. Anyways, so what is up, everybody? Hey, boo. KP, your birthday's coming up, girl. Happy birthday. Everybody wish KP happy birthday. Thank you, Payola. Thank you, Nelly. Love you. Love you guys. Okay, real quick, because I don't have all night. Hey, Patrona. Hey, Sneha. Love you guys. Okay, so I'm making this video just because I got inspiration from my clients. You guys always inspire me to make different videos. And so I wanted to talk about narcissists, because you guys are always asking me about narcissists and how do you know if you're dating a narcissist, or how do you know if somebody's a narcissist, and it's pretty easy to tell. Thank you, Yusuf, the basilic. They're not done yet, boo. That's just the salt. I didn't add anything yet. Only the love one is done. Thank you, Loving Life. Hey, Fanny. Okay. Hey, Chica. Hey, Rebecca. Yay, I'm excited, Rebecca. Thank you. Okay, so let me not look because I'm trying to stay focused here. I got to start pre-recording my videos. I think it would just be more for the viewer that watches after the live. It wouldn't be so irritating, because I know I'd be irritated watching somebody and they'd be like, hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. I'd be like, just spit it out already. That's just me, though, personally. So anyways, okay, so number one, thank you, Kayla. Love you, boo. So number one, they are up your ass too fast, too quick. Okay, like, so they'll love, thank you so much, Kayla. Sorry, I didn't mean to just skirt. I appreciate that. They're up your ass too fast, too quick, and they become really intense. Okay, this is also known as love bombing. Okay. They are quick to get into like infatuations rather than like real genuine like love. They'll start talking about like building a future with you and you just started like dating them, or talking about having kids with you, and just things that are just outlandish for someone that you just started dating, or whatever the case may be, right? Then like that's just okay. So say you get into a deeper relationship with that person, right? The love bomber that you know started in too soon. Say okay, that's one example. Another example is you're in a relationship with that person and they want to know everything, like where you are, what are you doing, like very intense. Like they'll be blowing up your phone when they're not with you, like, or they can even go as far as like putting apps on your phone and things like that. And you might mistake that as love. Oh, they care about me so much, they love me so much, they have to know what I'm doing all the time. But no, that's just their sense of control. They want to control you. Thank you, Kashmir. I love you too, babe. Thank you, Shireen. Your skin is glowing. I love you, sis. Hope you like what I got you. I didn't open it yet. I got a bunch of packages. I just haven't opened yet because I'm going to do an unboxing. Thank you, Aviana. Love you, Habibti. Ya Hayati. Ya Amri. Okay, so really intense, really up your ass, but not for the right reasons. And it doesn't have to be both, you guys, okay? And mind you, these are just some of the many warning signs. They may not fit all the criteria, but if you're saying yes to most of these, more than likely you're with a narcissist, okay? So they're very intense, okay? Another thing, it kind of segues into that, is they act on impulse. So, like, they may just be very, like their emotion right then and there dictates what they want to do right that second. Like, oh, like, I want to you know, I saw the neighbor with a nice car. I want to buy a car now. You know, that I don't like that the neighbor has a better car than me. So I have to go buy a car now. I might not be able to afford a better car now, but I got to buy a car. And it's all about what they want to do at that moment, right then and there. Nothing else really matters. So they're just very impulsive. Thank you, Channel Me. Okay. And I took some notes. Okay. So I don't forget to mention any of these. Okay. They have exaggerated emotions. Okay, so like say you piss them off, but it was something little, like they're a neat freak and you didn't put the damn towels. And these are just examples, you guys. Obviously, you know, different people, different like details, but an example would be you did something small to the person. You know, maybe you didn't say good morning, or you didn't put the towels in the right spot, and they just flip their fuck over the littlest thing. Like, but at the same time, their loving emotions are the same way. Like, so it's good when it's like a good emotion, because, you know, they take it over the top. You know, when they are in a good mood, they're really in a good mood, and they're just over the top. But when you make them mad, it's like it's completely exaggerated. Or like for example, you accidentally kick their foot or something. They'll be like, "Ow! Why'd you kick?" Or you step on their foot on accident. "Why'd you kick me? Why did you step on my foot on purpose? Why you almost broke my toe?" Like just completely exaggerated. Like no happy medium. Okay. Now, another thing is self-absorbed. Thank you, Lauren. Just a small token of appreciation to you and your spirits. Love you. Love you, boo. Where was I at? Self-absorbed. That's where I was at. Okay, so self-absorbed. Like constantly have to make themselves be like the best at everything, the prettiest or the most handsome. They always try to build themselves up like there's something extraordinary, you know, and better than everybody else. And their favorite thing to talk about is themselves. Me. Like you can't have a conversation or you'll be talking to them about something, but unless it's about them, they're like not really even paying attention. That brings me to my next point. Bad listeners, shitty listeners. Like you can be talking to them about how you feel or about what you know, how your day was, but they'll totally hijack the conversation. And like, for example, you could be talking about your work and, you know, something that happened with a client, let's say, for example. I got bad allergies. And somehow they'll take the conversation and make it about them and their work, and they don't even work with clients. They say they work, you know, or they don't, like, you know, it's like not comparable. Like it doesn't match the conversation. Does that make sense? Like say you're talking about, okay, let me use a better example. You're talking about like a specific car that you drive, but they somehow hijack the conversation to be about a totally different truck that they drive. Like it has nothing to do, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not appropriate. That example sucked too. I can't really make an example, but you guys understand. Like they'll take the conversation, make it about them, and go off on a tangent about something that really has nothing to do with the original topic. Like they'll steer it the way they want to steer it. You know what I'm saying? Not even really listening to what you have to say. So they're very terrible listeners. They could care less. If it's not about them, it doesn't interest them. And that's just what it is. Materialistic. So they're like, okay, so obviously that's pretty self-explanatory. So they have to have the nicest clothes that they can afford. They have to have, or maybe that they can't afford. You know, they have to wear designer everything, or, you know, just an example, or they have to wear clothes that are, you know, that look like designer, or they have to, like, you know, have the best car that they could possibly afford, whether they afford it or not. Like they're constantly trying to compete with other people. They have to be seen as like, you know, swagged out, and they have to be like, they're very impressed about people that make good money and people that drive nice cars, and like they're impressed with like elitism, with like people who they feel they're impressed by, you know what I'm saying? They have to be around the right people and wearing the right clothes, and just very materialistic. Thank you, Papillon, an offering for the amazing spirits and you, my badass witch. I love the energy you send me in this difficult time. God bless. Thanks for the nods. Aw, love you, girl. It's one of my babies. I have a booger. Sorry, I thought I had a booger. So yeah, they just are materialistic, and that ties into the competitiveness. Thank you, Melanie Perez. Aw, you guys are amazing. So that ties in with the competitiveness. Like they have to kind of, they're always, and that's another thing with the conversation thing, the listening. They always have to one up you. They always have to like, you know, if you say you accomplished something, they had to accomplish something 10 times better than you. You know what I'm saying? It's always, everything like revolves around them. They're also very exploitive. I don't have that on my list. I forgot to put that. They're very exploitative. Like anything that you can do for them, they have to exploit. Like they, you know, that's pretty much it. They have to exploit you. Thank you, Rebecca. They have very high control and low empathy. So I appreciate the $10, boo. They have high control and low empathy. So they have to control every little thing. They have to be in charge. And they have little to no empathy for other people. This is a narcissist would not be the type of person that can be in a movie really, or see a homeless person and actually get like emotional about it, or like be in a sad movie and cry. Like they can't. They don't really have the ability to empathize with other people. It's all about them. They're very good. Some of them though are very good with faking empathy. So, oh, Chrissy, my dog passed away this week, and getting your bracelet helped lift me up in such a hard time. Thanks for all you do. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chrissy. That's heartbreaking. I'm sending you lots of love, honey. That's the worst. Losing a dog is the worst. Number 1 fan, hey boo, the best of the best. You are, thank you. Where have you been, boo? Missed you around here. Thank you for saying that. I try, y'all. I try. When you're emotional, they'll gaslight you to remain powerful. That's another thing that they do. And I've had a lot of experience. I was with a narcissist for about 5 years. But I have to thank him because he's the one that taught me everything that I know to teach you guys. Like, he taught me so much about how these fuckers think. But he was like an extreme. So, but I definitely learned a lot, because there are, unfortunately, a lot of the women that come to me are dealing with narcissistic personalities. Okay, it's just a fact. So, I mean, I feel like there was a reason he came into my life, because to teach you guys. So they'll use your emotions against you. So like, say you confided something in them, like, God forbid, you got abused by a family member or something, right? They will pretend like they're trying to understand you. They'll pretend like they're trying to, you know, comfort you. But then later on, when you piss them off, they will take that and they'll use it against you. Oh, like, oh, that's because you got diddled when you were a kid, or something like that. See, you don't know how to do this because you got touched when you were a kid. And like, they'll throw it back in your face. They'll sit there and they'll take everything you confide in them, and they'll keep a mental note of it, so that later on, if they need it, they'll throw it back at you. Yep, sure did. I told her she was a narcissist. She got so pissed. Yeah, absolutely. Oh. You bring up another point. Thank you, Creative Success. Another point is they cannot take criticism, okay? Like, now, don't get me wrong. I'm not the best at taking criticism, but I try to, like, if somebody says, you know, Shireen, you kind of hurt my feelings or whatever, I'll be like, you know, I'll feel bad about it. Like, You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I can have an intense emotion, like especially when I'm mad. So if somebody tells me, like, well, Shireen, you hurt my feelings, like, that would bother me. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But narcissists would take that as like an insult. And any like they won't even try to understand. They can't understand. They really can't understand. Thank you, Edison. Aw, I love you, boo. They cannot understand. So, and like same goes for like if you tell them they could do something better. Say they're cooking something and you tell them, oh, why don't you, it would be better if you just add a little bit of sugar. They'll be like, no, I'm going to do it this way. Like, my way is not only the best way, it's the only way. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's their way or it's no way. They can't take criticism. You can't even say one little thing. They're like hyper defensive. Not sensitive, but defensive. Like, how dare you? Like, how dare you criticize me? Yeah, they like to, yes, exactly. So I covered that bad listener, have to be in charge, defensive, exaggerated emotion. I think I pretty much covered like the main gist. Hey, babe, you want to say hi?
Hey. Hey, guys.
You and that laugh.
Yeah. I'm so lucky to have this girl. She took care of me. I was puking today.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling good. Damn.
What? Oh, I love that.
I'm having a baby with the narc.
You are?
He's currently flaunting his new supply while I'm alone and pregnant. Yeah, a narcissist. Okay.
Oh, wow,
That's funny you should mention that. That is so crazy she mentioned that. So, obviously, I'm not going to give in a lot of detail. Thank you, Camco. Love and gratitude to you, Shireen. I hope you, Justin, and the fur babies and all getting settled into your new home. Likewise, baby girl. I know you were moving also. I hope you are as well. Thank you so much. But I actually have a client who, she's actually a new client, and she was pregnant, very pregnant. She was close to having her baby, and sorry, I played with my thing. And he literally would threaten her to not show up to the birth of his own damn child. Okay? Now, that is classic narcissistic behavior. Somebody could be pregnant with your seed, and you'll have the audacity to threaten her to not go and be there for the birth of your child. For any little thing. Now, I'm just using that as an example because this girl says she's pregnant by a narcissist and he flaunts all his stuff, his money and this and that, and meanwhile she's pregnant and going without. Like, that is, honestly, I think that's more than a narcissist. I feel like, hey, Gabby, I feel like that's a psychopath or sociopath to do that. But another thing is they try to separate you from everybody else. Like, they try to separate you from your loved ones. They try to separate you from your friends. Like, say you have kids. Okay, and a big one too, a lot of narcissists, they will, like, say you have multiple children, right? Say you have a few kids, but and say you're with the narcissist that pretend, like, they try to show you that they're a father figure to your children and this and that, and it'll start like, yes, I want to be the father figure, but then they start to demand that you don't allow the actual biological father in those children's life. They're trying to separate you from your baby daddy, okay? Because they want you to rely only on them. They don't want you to have any other support system besides them. Or they try to say, thank you, Lexi. Loves you, loves you too, Lexi. Thank you, Marichelle. Jealous that their family members really like you and don't really fool with him too much. Jealous that their family members really like you and don't really fool with him too much. Yeah, absolutely. That's another good one. Like, if his family members really enjoy you, they like your company, you know, but they don't really mess with him. Instead of being happy that his family members like you, that's a good one, Keisha, they will get upset about it. Everything has to be about them. Okay. You know, these are just multiple signs. Thank you, Faith Nancy. Heavy class tonight. Needed your bright light. I try, you guys. I'm so blessed to have a gorgeous, big-hearted wife. Patrona, you in here? I love you, babe. So, yeah, try to separate you, try to control, try to like manipulate you into like for example, if you start doing what they don't want, say you want to go out and they don't want you to go out, they will punish you. They'll like take things away from you, or like they'll you know, take things away from you is the best way I put it, or they'll give you a cold shoulder. You know, they won't speak to you because they know it bothers you. Something that bothers you, they'll take it away. Now, notice these signs before you get, you know, before you get to a point where you have to get a spellcaster to do something. Notice these signs beforehand, because they will use these tactics even in the breakup. They'll try to butcher your like reputation. Thank you, Jay Phoenix. My ex was a sociopath and my roommate after her. My advice is to cut these fuckers off ASAP and deal with the pain ASAP so don't get worse. Amen. Amen to that. Thank you, Tracy Stevens. But another thing, well, damn, I just lost my train of thought. What the F was I gonna say? What was I just saying, you guys? I wish I could rewind the video and go back to what I was saying. No, not that. It was before that. Babe, what was I just saying?
You were talking about narcissists kicking you off.
Before that, I was saying something that they do. It was really good too.
About how they cut you off in the world and they try to make you feel like you need them.
I forgot. This is why I need to record it, because I'll see people's things, I get distracted. Everything is always your fault. They'll turn old circumstances and blame you. Absolutely. Oh, reputation. Thank you, Petty M. Thank you. They will try to change everybody's view of you. They will try to like bash you to their friends. Thank you, Petty. That's the shit. They'll try to bash you to your, you know, like if you have mutual friends, they'll try to make themselves look like they're the victim, like it was all your fault. It was all your fault that you did everything wrong in the relationship. They did nothing and you did everything and you're the bad guy. And another thing is if they have a history of broken relationships, like a lot of them, like more than average, like you go constantly jumping from one relationship to the other, and it's all the other one's faults, not theirs. It's always your fault. They never say they're sorry. Or if they do say they're sorry, there's always some like ulterior motive behind it. But like, sorry, but you did this. It's never like a clean sorry. Kim, this video is perfect timing. My girls were just crying about their dad, who is 1. They put boundaries up now and stopped all communication, but is blaming everything on a 15 and 11-year-old. Yeah, that's the thing. They cannot take responsibility. You will never catch them like genuinely taking responsibility for their actions. Thank you, Aziza. Thank you for the $5. Or like, even if they do something good, like a good deed, like say they gave, my ex actually did this once. They gave a homeless person money and he wanted to make sure I saw it. Because anytime I see a homeless person money, and I may or may not be doing the right thing by doing that, they might, who knows what they would buy with it, but I don't know. The point is, at least I gave it to them so they could buy food or they could, you know, whatever. And he had said something to me about it one time. And Justin's the same way. But he's like, oh, you shouldn't give them people money, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
I give money every time.
Not Justin, not you. I'm talking about the other asshole. Anyway, And so he went out of his way one time when he saw a homeless person to give them money. And I wasn't paying attention, and he had to make it known, like, oh, did you see me give that person money? Look, I did a good deed. Yeah, I'm like, okay. Like, you should do that for your own heart, not because you wanted to make sure I saw it, you know? What else? Oh, another part of the punishment, now this is kind of on topic but a little bit off topic, like narcissists, another thing that they'll do in a breakup situation besides smear your reputation to make everybody, try to make everybody like rally for them and against you, they'll block you on social media just so that it can upset, like, say, okay, I know this happens a lot, like, to get your attention, instead of like trying to reach out to you or talk to you or talk to your friend and say, hey, can you have her talk to me, they'll literally say, you're not bothering them on social media, you're not liking their pictures, you're not commenting on anything, you're not even watching their stories, you're not nothing, not messaging them, nothing, but all of a sudden they go out of their way to block you. That is so obvious. Like, some people it's not obvious, but for me, it's the biggest obvious shit ever. They're obviously trying to get your attention. They're trying to get you to bend to their will to reach out to them. Instead of them reaching out to you to talk to you, they will block you so that they can get you to call them and be like, why'd you block me? That's some shit that are not only narcissists do that, but a lot of like assholes in general would do that. But so if you're in a breakup with somebody, right, and you're not, let's say you're both still following each other on social media, or friends on social media, right? And you're not bothering him. You haven't spoke to him. You're not bothering him. You're not messaging him. You're not liking his pictures. You're not commenting. You're not doing anything, right? And then all of a sudden you wake up and you're blocked. Well, obviously, hey, Mr. Deal, obviously, if you're blocked, they had to go out of their way to block you, and you're not even bothering them. They're seeking your attention. Exactly, Lynn. They're trying to, instead of being adults and being mature, that they want to talk to you and reaching out to you, they'll block you to get you upset, to ruin your day, and to make you contact them to ask them why they did it. Narcissists are really low entity spirits. Even demons are above them. They're like bottom of the barrel low. Absolutely. I know it was you, Seth. I didn't know if you wanted your whole name out there. So that's why I used your screen name. I'm good, boo. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm glad that you caught my live. And don't think that narcissists are only men, by the way. Narcissists could be women, too. Hey, Angel. I miss you, too, boo. Where you been? When my ex would cheat, whatever, she would block me, then unblock me, because my intuition never lets. She'd try and turn off stuff around. You're done. Exactly. That's crazy. My ex told me she had a demon that followed her, and I had a strong feeling she was a narcissist. Girl, life has been interesting. Well, you have to catch me up on that. Obviously not in here, but via email. Anyway, so I think I mean, there's a lot more, like, there is a lot more, like, they can't mentor someone. Like they have to, like they would be horrible as a mentor. Like if they're trying to teach you something, it's like they'll belittle you. Like while they're trying to teach you, it's like they don't like encourage you. They have to belittle you. You know, they have to always make you feel small. They'll, you know, throw out little passive aggressive insults to make you feel insecure about yourself. That psycho messaged me in 2017, pretending to be someone else, asking if I was, insert his name, like I ain't know who the fuck it was. Yeah, they'll play little baby games. Yes. Oh, what's OFC stand for? Oh, of course. Is that of course? I need a reading soon. Aw, thanks, Ugo, babe. Love you, boo. Of course. Okay, I'm not good with those acronyms. The younger generation, like, what's CTFU? What is like? What's CTFU? Cut the F up. I don't know. Like I thought it's STFU, but I see CTFU all the time. Thank you, Nia Moore. Aw, long time no see to you too, baby girl. I got a lot of my old babies in here. For you and your wonderful spirits, always feeling protected by you and forever grateful. Love you. Aw. Love you too, Habibti. I'm so glad. I miss you. I hope you're doing well, baby girl. Cracking the F up. Okay, I'm like, what does that mean? I see that everyone like, cut the F up? Like cutting up? Like, I'm like, what could that cracking the F up? Like, I'm dumb, duh. I'm too old, y'all. I'm too old. We just put, you know, laugh. Actually, when did I learn what LOL was? Like, no, not even LOL. Laugh my ass off, LMAO. In 2006, I knew what that was. But before 2006, I didn't know what the hell that was. I'm like, what does LIMAO mean? We didn't have those acronyms. You're 40 years old now, Tamika. So you probably understand now. Maybe it's just me. Cutting or cut. Okay, so maybe I'm okay. So cutting up could be one. I learned LOL MySpace. LOL, yes, but LMAO that like that started being popular in like 2003, 2004, and I didn't see it until like 2005 or 6. I'm like, what the hell does LMAO mean? But my ex was narcissistic, POS. Used my kids against me. You told me from the beginning she was toxic, but I found someone better. Thanks to Shireen and her spirits, I'm at peace. Hey, that's my favorite type of manifestation. And I'm betting she's eating up on the inside about it. Like she hates to see you happy with somebody else. A classic narcissist will literally like twist their liver to see you happy with somebody else. They like practically live for your misery, basically. It eats them alive. Exactly, Sharon. Exactly. Bezabit. And they're never wrong. They're never wrong. They'll always find a way to twist and turn and make you the bad person, no matter what it is. You could catch them fucking another bitch in your house, and they'll somehow make it your fault. Well, you shouldn't have came home early. You were supposed to be at work. Why are you home off work early? That's the type of shit. Seriously. They'll somehow blame you. Oh, I cheated on you because I caught you texting a coworker 4 years ago. I swear, that's an example. That's a dead-ass example that I'm giving you. Literally, somebody caught a guy cheating, caught him red-handed cheating, and you know what his excuse was? Oh, well, I've been hurt ever since I caught you texting your manager and flirting with your manager via text message. And meanwhile, it wasn't even flirting. It wasn't even flirting. They were just like joking around with each other, like friendly, like banter between a worker and her manager. And 3-4 years later, you're caught cheating and you want to bring up that she was texting somebody 3 years ago or 4 years ago? Really? Really? Come on now. They're the best at lying, absolutely. Hey, T-Baby, blame game. Everything is someone else's fault. Everything is your fault. It's not their fault. They're not going to take responsibility for it, ever. Ever. They'll blame everything for their actions but themselves. And try to belittle you and make you feel like you're the bad guy. This is your fault I did this. You did this. You practically took my dick and stuck it in the girl for me. So, dirtbag, huh? Absolutely. Anyway, so I hope this video helps. I'll be doing some more. Do you guys like this, like, kind of, I won't say dating advice, but kind of like informative videos? Do you like it? Would you prefer let me ask you guys this, and it might be kind of pointless to ask you guys this because you guys are the ones in my live, but what about, do you guys think I should pre-record these videos? Would it be better? I mean, for you guys who don't always catch the live, right? Answer me honestly. Hey, Denise. Video on how and what to give as offerings to spirits. I've done that. I've done that video, Denise. No. Pravina, can you do one on building self-confidence or how to be as confident as you? Aw. Brianna, yes. Okay. No. I like the live. Yes. Okay. I'm asking the ones, for the ones that, thank you, Myra. You and your spirits are always accurate when you do pick a card readings. Thank you for being you. Love you. Aw, I love you too, babe. Thank you. I'm asking the ones who are always in the lives. You guys, of course, because you're always live anyway. But for the ones that don't usually catch the lives and see the video afterward, would you prefer it if I just pre-recorded it? Yes. Okay. So I got more yeses than love the lives on. I love being like, I love interacting with you guys, but like I always, if I'll read your thing, I'll get off track and like somebody super chats me, which I'm very grateful for, but I have to thank them right then and there. I don't want to miss it. And then it's like a cluster, you know? It's a cluster. So I'll do some half and half. I'll do both. Because with this new iPhone, it's easier for me to upload. Anyway, I still have to do those private videos. I already recorded them with my old phone. I think I'll do it on this one. Because I record that thing I recorded with Witch of Wonderlust, I literally uploaded that. I was so shocked in like 10 minutes. I was so shocked. I don't know if it was the phone or what, but that's never happened before. So now I think it should be easier. Maybe highlights pre-recorded. That's a good idea. Good idea. Hey, it's Al. Okay, you guys, can you do some tips for us empaths on how to balance ourselves? Sure, Anoni. Absolutely. Thank you, Jay Phoenix. I'd love to see a video made for empaths. That's so crazy. You both said the same thing at the same time. So I guess that definitely has to be done. Before you go, I wanted to say you're truly a gift, Angelina. Oh, thank you, Angelina. Love you, boo. What about new home blessing? That's a good one. I thought I did that already, no? Squirrel, I know. Squirrel like a motherfucker. Like the video, this Queen of Speaking Facts. Oh, yes, you guys. Can you please like my video when you exit out of here? Thumbs up me. And I wish you guys abundance, prosperity, success, and good health. Love you, Patrona, and Sneha, and everybody, and Carrie. Hey, Bill, my two Carries, and my Aviana, and everybody. I love you guys so much. I wish you health, abundance, prosperity, success, and love, inshallah. And I'll see you in the next video. Toodles, bitch.